Hey, 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 everybody. Y'all ready for some shiftiness? Well, tonight on Shifty Sunday, you will see two guys talking about absolutely nothing. Here tonight on Shifty Sunday, you will see two guys just sit back, relax, and unbutton your slacks because the fun starts right now. Oh, yeah.
Hello there. I'm just some random.
Well, maybe I should play that. Hold on.
Hello there. I'm just some random guy. But I would like to say thank you to Keith's dad for. Hey, why are you saying thank you to Keith's dad? Oh my God, it's the Macho Man Randy Savage. Aren't you, Dad? That's none of your business, first of all. And second of all, yes, I am dead. What are you gonna do about it? Ooh, yeah. Hey, everybody, the Macho Man Randy Savage here. And I just want to say to Keith's dad, go for it, brother, yeah. I know you got a good channel over there on your channel, the Keith's Dad's channel, and you guys are doing some pretty awesome things. So I want you to keep at it and keep it up, brother, because you're going to get a lot of subs and you're going to do a lot of dubs. This has been the Macho Man Randy Savage saying, snap into a Slim Jim! Ooh, yeah!
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Shifty Sunday broadcast. I'm your host with the most that likes peanut butter and jelly on his toast, good old Hebrew 77. And I'm standing by with the dad that looks very red, dressed in plaid. And don't you dare call him names or he'll get mad, and that will make you sad. Good old Keith's dad. Whoa! Hey. Welcome to Shifty Sunday. I guess he's still doing things and getting things and stuff like that. So let's see who we have here in the house tonight, in the Hebrew house, the house of fallen cards, the house that Hebrew built. All right. So first of all, we got DD74. Did I say the house that Hebrew built? That is so third person of me. I'm sorry. I meant the house that we all built, because you know what? If it weren't for you guys, where in the heck would I be on a Sunday night? I tell you where I'd be. I'd be in a bowling alley, shining shoes somewhere like some schmuck. But hey, we have we have Go-Kart Bob in the house. Good old DD74. And I'm almost afraid to say this because I don't think Keith's dad is back yet. But I'll say it anyway. If I had to say it 3 times by myself, then I have to say it 3 times by myself. I really don't.
No, you're not.
Oh, all right, cool. We have Michael Fontaine.
Hey, Michael Fontaine.
Michael,
oh, wait, I gotta do it. Michael Fontaine. I'm still settling in here. Sorry about that.
Hey, no problem. Whenever you're ready, you know.
I'm ready. I'm good.
Yeah. You know how the song goes, I don't think you're ready for my spaghetti. No.
That's a song.
Well,
awesome. I want to hear
it. I modified it slightly to say spaghetti because that's every time I hear that song, it sounds like they're saying spaghetti. I don't know for reals. No, I don't know. We'll let DD74 translate. Well, hey, how was your weekend?
Oh, fantastic weekend. In fact, I spent some of it with you.
Yeah, yes, you did, didn't you?
I'm still spending it with you.
Yeah, good old Saturday. I tell you what, man, most fun I have, and I do have a lot of fun on Shifty Sunday. Don't get me wrong, but
No,
most fun
no.
I have is on that show that you do,
That's
watching a movie with you.
that's exactly the same thing I feel, Hebrew, here. Is I have a lot of fun on your show. And honestly, I attribute it to the fact that I don't really have to do anything except be
Yeah, just be
on my
yourself.
show. I'm reading all the comments, putting them up, getting everything ready.
Right.
There's a lot of work that goes into these productions, and I don't think people understand the work that goes into some of these things. And so it's nice to kind of get a breather every few days.
You know, it's funny you should say that. I always thought about making a behind the scenes sort of show, but every time I go to do it, I'm like, am I doing this because I want people to see that it's hard work that I'm doing it, or am I doing it because it's fun and it's a fun thing to do, and I think people really want to see it? Like, where do you draw the line? Like, I don't want to seem like some self-promoting harlequin charlatan. Wait, harlequin's a
Yeah,
prostitute, isn't
I
it?
think you got Harleton. Yeah, that's right.
Harlequin. Okay, whatever works, right? But no, I don't want to be that guy. It's like, hey, look at all the hard work I do. You know,
Yeah,
I don't want to be that guy.
yeah. No, I understand that. Plus the behind the scenes stuff. Now there's the pre-show and the after show that we usually do on both mine and yours that we do. That is absolutely hilarious, and I think people would love. And in time, we may include that as a separate stream. But going into the work that it takes, I'll be honest, it's probably people would just get bored because it's slow, it's pointless. Sometimes I bang my computer because I get so annoyed some days. So but I'm thinking about your stop motion. I mean, I can't. I tried sitting down and kind of dissecting what you do with it, to kind of figure out what you're actually doing. And I go, no, that's way too much work for me. I can't do that. I've said that to myself.
Well, the thing is like for the hold on, I'm trying to play something here. Close that. I don't want to hear that just yet. Um, that's for later. When I do the like when I do the Mandela family videos, those are pretty much an easy setup. I use my hands mostly around. I'm just goofing, and I don't take those serious. Now, when I do something like, I don't know, like that Three Stooges thing I did, for example, I am just sitting there for hours, just moving those guys around and trying to think up of lines because I don't really have a script prehand. I just kind of make things up as I go,
So
and
maybe this is a clarification. So I assumed when it came to the Mandela Affected Family series that you have, that there is a general script you're following, a script
no.
that you've decided in your head, but you do ad lib at times. Because I've seen you go off script. I could tell when you went off script, when
Yeah.
something would fall that you didn't expect was going to fall.
Right.
Stuff like that. And I find it hilarious. But again, the whole moving the characters around, and heck, you had the Royal Rumble the other day,
Uh-huh.
and I watched the Royal Rumble, and I was like, my goodness, it was like what, 2.5 hours, 3 hours long.
Yeah.
Man, I don't have patience for 10 minutes, let alone the 3 hours, which was what we saw versus how long it took you to even create. That's probably it was not an all-day event to make that.
Well, it was when I had to do the editing for YouTube because you got to go in and take out any copyright music and change it, and then you got to
Right.
put the ring bell sound in, you got to put the crowd sound in, and yeah, I mean, People don't realize that. I mean, yeah, when you're doing the editing, and depending on how well your editing software is,
Mhm.
it may take an hour just to cut one scene because maybe that editing software might slow down, quite a bit on you. And sometimes it just it fucks up altogether where you have to do the whole thing all over again.
Yeah. Yeah, even in
So,
your the Hebrew toy reviews is you do these skits before and afterwards, which
yeah.
means you actually have some sort of plot joke going on usually in those. So I mean, even if it's all brain, luckily when it comes to my stuff, we for the most part do it live, and the hard part for me is more finding the content than it is preparing it. I mean, I do still prepare it because I make the thumbnails and stuff like that, but we all do
Right.
that part, So and then what we do live, me with the comments and stuff, because I try to bring comments that we all can either talk on or stuff like that. I don't expect anyone to be reading the chat. So yeah, I mean, they're different. They're different. I couldn't do what you do. I couldn't. I'll tell you that right now. I couldn't do it. That's too much work for me. Plus, I don't have the action figures you have.
Right. One of my favorites on that is the one I did here recently with Norm in the bar, and then he comes in, and then later it's Worf comes in. They all shout Worf.
Yeah.
That's probably one of my favorites. But one of the things I like to do is I'll sit off to the side for about 10 or 15 minutes or so, and I'll think of shit like in my head, and then I'll recite it back to myself. I know this sounds kind of strange, but I actually talk to myself like out loud and go, okay, here's what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to do this, 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 this. Okay, and then he does this, and then there was one where I fucked up and I actually had to take it down off of YouTube and reload it because you could see me physically move the camera like into position, and I'm like, oh shit, how did that get in there? You know, I'm sure you've done stuff like that too. I mean,
Yeah, there's been honestly, there's one movie. Now, I have tons of movies uploaded on my channel, but I don't release them until we actually do them or put them in the schedule or stuff like that. And I think I've showed you there's one movie I want to put on the schedule, but I keep having to pull it down to get YouTube to not make it 18 plus.
oh yeah.
And I because I really want to watch that movie. I really want to watch it, but I won't do it if YouTube calls it 18 plus. So
Yeah, because it lessens your audience.
yeah, it lessens the audience, and yeah. So it's but I'd be excited once we get to that. But yeah, I mean, things are going really well. Heck, I've been all tired. I have a new marketing strategy that I've been doing, and it seems to be working. So I'm gonna keep it up as long as I can, even though it's exhausting.
One thing I found out here recently, like today, like just now, like tonight, like just now a few minutes ago,
Yeah,
is that Howard Hessman, I guess, passed away.
I have no idea who that is.
Howard Hessman, Johnny Fever,
No.
WKRP in Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
You never watched that show?
Mm-mm.
No?
Nope.
Oh man. Yeah, that was the bomb back in the day, man. Back in the 80s. Oh my gosh, it had Howard Hessman, Lonnie Anderson, that black guy, Flytrap.
He was in Flight of the Navigator.
Huh?
I'm looking at the movies he was in.
Oh yeah.
And Flight of the Navigator is a movie I'm familiar with. So I would just have to but I don't I can't picture him in it. Because I got an old picture, and that would have been like 40 years ago.
Head of the Class, that was another one he was in.
These are all just a few years before my generation.
Oh man. Really? You're like what, 40?
Yeah, 41.
Oh, yeah, I could see that. I mean,
So
I'm like 4 years older than you. So,
like my head of the class was Saved by the Bell.
right. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I watched Saved by the Bell too. That was my thing, man. That was how fucking awesome was it when we saw good old Jesse in Showgirls.
Oh my goodness, was that not a dream come true?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, memories.
Man, one of my favorite of all time things, and they tried to be serious with it, like they were like, "Don't do speed, kids." But one of the funniest things that actually became a meme years later, of course, was like the "I'm so excited, I'm so excited." Do you remember that? You recall that
The song?
episode? The episode where Jesse like she she OD'd on speed pills.
No. What?
Yeah,
And Saved by the Bell?
yeah.
Holy smokes. I no, I didn't even think they tackled that kind of serious stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was one of the serious thing. I think there was another like episode where like what's his name got caught doing steroids. Mario Lopez
I
character.
think I do remember that episode.
Yeah,
Because of course he did steroids.
yeah. I mean, why not?
Well, you also got to remember Saved by the Bell. I was what, 10, 11? These kids were old for me. Like
Yeah.
they were adults to me when I watched this.
Mm.
But then again, when I watched what is it, the Never Ending Story for the first time, Atreyu was old. You know, he was old, and now I watch it and I'm like, my God, the kid's like 13 years old.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, it's funny, like when you watch something with supposedly teenagers in it, it's more or less people who are in their 20s or 30s at the time.
Yeah.
You know, like the Breakfast Club. That was another one.
Same thing. They were all super old when the first time I watched it.
Yeah. AC Slater, that's who I was trying to think of. But no, getting back to Howard Hessman real quick. I wanted to play this song in his honor, and I know it's copyright material, but you know, fuck it. Sometimes you gotta go to jail for things.
Do it. I'll let you know if the stream dies.
Okay. Let me know. Sometimes you gotta go to, you know, YouTube jail. So here we go.
Yeah.
Meow. They forgot to do the meow. There was that you remember the cat? Like there was a what studio was that? You know what? We should do a trivia thing on here where we just do the sounds of an animal. They have to guess what studio it came from.
Oh my, the studio?
Yeah, like you know, like
Like playing the Universal Lion?
yeah, like Leo the
okay.
lion and the cat and
Wait, he has a name?
like sit, you boo sit, you know.
Wait, that lion had a name?
Yeah, Leo.
Oh, good God.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, did not know he had a name.
I know too much. I know too much worthless trivia, man.
I was today years old and I learned that.
I'm telling you, dude. I am just full of it. Now you guys say, you know.
Full of what? Oh, you're full of something.
Yeah.
No.
No, I'm full of useless knowledge, man. I really am.
I am too. My, but it tends to be. I don't know. Honestly, you could ask me a Disney question. I probably know it. Like I'm full of Disney knowledge. I'm full of now apparently old movie knowledge.
Yeah.
Like we're getting
Yeah.
there. Heck, we watched an old movie, and I remembered one of the actors from another old movie that we watched.
Yeah, that's scary. No, I
Yeah,
tell you what, man. Since I've been doing Star Trek month, I've kind of my Star Trek muscles. I flex those every once in a while. I'll tell you what, some of that stuff I'm sitting there going, oh, it escapes me right now, and it's one of those things where you've said it 1,000 times, but for some reason, when you try to think of the episode on the spot, you're just like, uh, yesterday's Enterprise. That's it. Yeah.
yeah, yes, yeah. 2 years ago, I've always been a Star Trek fan, but 2 years ago, and I think I remember talking to you about this. I watched every single Star Trek. Did I say Star Wars? I meant Star Trek. If I meant Star Wars, if I said Star Wars,
You said Star Trek, I think.
oh, good. But I've watched every single Star Trek, not the movies, but the series that was ever made, and I started from the beginning and watched them all, just so
wow.
I could gauge myself and come out and say if I thought something was stupid, that I have adequate comparisons. For instance, Star Trek Discovery is retarded. It was so stupid. It wasn't even Star Trek. Star Trek Discovery is not Star Trek. That's the Michael Burnham show. That's what it is.
Let me ask you this though. When you compare it with Voyager, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, comparing. Okay, so Voyager is probably the second worst, but even compared to Voyager, here's the thing: with Voyager, it still followed the Star Trek format of you get to know all the people. You know, you know who's on the bridge. You know the people's names. You've seen episodes with them. In the Michael Burnham show, aka Star Trek Discovery, you didn't know anybody from the bridge. You knew the captain and you knew Michael Burnham, and the captain ended up being a bad guy. Like that was it. You didn't know anyone's names. They didn't care about them. There was no community that was developed on the show. It was literally the story of Michael Burnham, and I don't say that lightly. So even Voyager followed more of the Star Trek formula than this one did.
Okay, let me jump around here for a second.
Please do.
Now that you've answered that, good answer, by the way. Okay, so like I did my Guinan review not too long ago.
Yeah.
And as I was doing that, I was just sitting here thinking, was she not just like a better counselor than Deanna Troi?
You said the real ship's counselor. That's what you
yes.
You quoted her as. Yeah. And yes, you I mean, here's the thing when it came to Guinan, is Guinan is very knowledgeable about certain things. And so when it comes to getting somebody's getting someone on the right path, Guinan is perfect. But when it came to Deanna Troi, it's what you don't see that probably matters the most, because Deanna Troi, being the ship's counselor, she's seeing people on a daily, weekly basis. She's dealing with the people whose family members have died, on away missions and stuff like that. And so it's a lot of what you don't see, in my opinion, when it comes to the actual therapy, but Guinan is more of the, sometimes you need a smack across the face to get put on the right path, and Guinan is no problem doing that.
Yeah, that's true. I still, in a way, I still think they're kind of interchangeable, though. I mean,
they can be, yes.
Yeah. It just so they never really gave her Deanna Troi. I mean, they never really gave her too much to do, and that was such a shame. It's like, yeah, every once in a while you did see someone in her office, but usually it turned out to be like not. either a fake out or like something like it
Well,
was the plot of the show. It was like,
I would
oh,
say the episode.
Oh, go
Okay.
ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead.
The episode that Dan Troy really shined in, right? And I don't know if you can remember it. It was an episode where you had a kid. He ended up
Mm.
being the kid from he was the leader of Brooklyn in the Newsies, if you remember that. But he was a kid, and his father died on an away mission, and
Yep.
then his mother died on an away mission. So now he was an orphan. And you had Wesley, who's had a parent die on an away mission, trying to kind of get close to this kid. But then some alien came in and took the form of his mother and wanted to like pull him down into the planet that they were orbiting or whatever. And so
The
it
bonding.
was the bonding that was on a season that we watched. Remember when we did that whole watch a season? And
Right.
Diana Troy was perfect in what she did. She let people talk, and then she even brought people to, Wesley, why don't you talk to Picard about your father? Because Wesley ended up blaming Picard right off the bat. He hated Picard initially, and it was such a powerful scene, but it was all kind of directed by Counselor Troy doing her job, just doing her normal job.
Mm-hmm.
So that was one of, I don't think Guinan would have been that understanding when it came to letting other people talk through things.
Plus, she would have been bitching about Donald Trump the whole time.
Probably. DD74 mentioned something about that Discovery was too liberal, for lack of a better term. And I do make that claim as well, because here's the thing: Star Trek has always been liberal. They've always been very left. Think of A Measure of a Man. Where that was a
well, think about the one, and I can't think of the name of the episode at this moment, but it will hit me. Think about the one where Riker visited that, I think it was a planet where the women were like, but they weren't women, they were like asexual or something.
Yeah.
Where they weren't women or men.
Yeah. The difference is, though, is they take that conversation and match that conversation with Star Trek.
Mm-hmm.
They make it futuristic. They make it sci-fi. That conversation is sci-fi. In Discovery, they don't do that at all. It is just straight 100% liberal garbage. Meaning, if you saw a white male on Star Trek Discovery, chances are he was going to be sexist, racist, and he was going to die.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not the way that it works. Plus, they made Space Hitler, if you watched it, DD74, they took Space Hitler from the other dimension and let her live. Not only let her live, put her in charge of the secret Federation project. Put her in, this is ridiculous. You don't put Space Hitler in charge of anything. But because she was a minority, they kept her. It was a ridiculous decision. And mold power, yeah.
You know what? And that and
space mushrooms.
I was just thinking about the other day when I did my Wesley Crusher review, how he was the only one that made any damn sense in the episode with the Native Americans.
Yeah. When he was with the Traveler.
Yeah.
Or he was learning right before he went with the Traveler. That was the episode he went with the Traveler.
Right.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Yeah. It was funny that very same episode with the Native Americans, Picard was all like, oh, no, they have to go. This was what's their name's planet. It was all part of the treaty and blah, blah, blah. And yet when we get to the movies, when we get to Star Trek Insurrection,
mm-hmm.
we get to Insurrection, and it was the exact same plot, exact same thing they were doing with those people.
Yeah.
They were gonna move them off the planet, and yet this time Picard's like, "Oh no, 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 no! You can't move the nice white, uh,
Well, yeah.
um, young people." And of course, he had the power of the boner because he had a hard on for what's her name, that MILF chick.
That's right. Yes, he
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Wait, was that we're talking about? Was that the one where his brother was on it? The episode, not the movie. The episode
No,
where
no,
it was.
no,
Wasn't it someone's brother?
no.
Yeah, it was Picard's. No, whose brother was it?
No,
It
there
was
was no
someone's
brother
brother.
in this Insurrection. Insurrection was
No, the episode
the
where they moved
the Native Americans.
No, oh no, I'm thinking about something else. Where
Are you
they,
thinking about Worf?
yes, it was Worf.
Yeah,
That
yeah, yeah, yeah.
episode. Yeah, Worf's brother. Or
Worf's
half
brother,
brother.
who you know who his brother was, don't you?
Yes, it was the guy who played on all the mafia movies. What the hell
Yeah.
is his name?
Yeah, he was the boss from Goodfellas.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. He always plays great episode there. But that was also another one where they literally did put him on the holodeck. But I think they did it because wasn't the planet that in that episode the planet was dying.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So they had to move him. But they were so primitive.
And then that episode, Picard was against it again. It's like, dude,
well,
I guess there wasn't a woman involved. So
thinking of that, even going back when I say that it's always been liberal, even when you go back to the original Star Trek, which was very, I mean, you look at it today, it's a very sexist thing.
The first black kiss.
Exactly. Back in the day, it was actually very liberal for its time.
Yep.
So yeah, Star Trek has always been liberal. It has, but now it's in your face liberal. It is straight up in your face liberal, and
too much.
Yeah, it's a little too much for me. Because it's not that the liberal ideals show in it. It's that the show is based, like, it follows the liberal agenda in its storyline, so you can just watch an episode and immediately know what the outcome is going to be just based off understanding how liberals think, and that's wrong. You shouldn't do that.
It's forced. It's forced liberalism because it's not like
Right, because if you remember,
no good reason.
Yeah, in the Measure of the Man, remember Data lost that judgment. He lost it. He was in the whole thing on whether or not he was a human being and he deserved all the human rights. He actually lost that case and decided to, instead of going, he decided to give up his commission.
Yeah.
He quit, basically. So it never really followed what you expected it to follow, because you would have expected, if it was a liberal agenda, that, oh yeah, he's got the same rights as everybody. No, yeah, he lost the battle. Unlike Discovery, that does not do that whatsoever. Does not do that whatsoever. In fact, they go crazy. Now, Voyager did it too, because Voyager had the what is it? You had the black Vulcan, which is the first time they did it. But you know what? We forgot about that. He ended up doing fine, and it kind of makes sense that, you know, Vulcan is a planet. You know, you're going to have different colors of melatonin here in your skin. I did think the what is it? The Native American first officer, who was Marquis. Am I saying that right? They were terrorists, and they ended up joining together on the Voyager. I think it was the Marquis. I thought that was a little on the silly side. That wasn't really necessary. They just did it for diversity reasons, but they were okay. You learned to love them, and when you no longer loved them, you know, you had 7 of 9. 4 seasons in and just make the entire show about 7 of 9, which is what they did. Oh, sorry. All right, I derailed us.
No, I mean we're just sitting here. This is just a relaxed Shifty Sunday. This isn't we really literally almost have nothing to talk about. Like this is what we're going to talk about and good reason because we've all had long weekends and we've all pretty much talked ourselves out of everything. And to me, at least, I've had the longest, the worst day possible, and this is an escapism for me. You know.
Okay, well, I look forward to this. I do look forward to it, whether or not I'm on the show or not. Chicote, that's the name I was trying to think of. Chicote. Yeah. Today, so what I did today was I did a lot of marketing for the channel, and I join other people's smaller live streams and I talk with them, and so you find some of the smaller live streams are very bizarre, Hebrew. Have you taken a look at what our competition is? They are,
I mean,
bizarro.
Trying to be you quite well, number one.
that was perfect. I didn't even plan that. That just, yeah.
I saw a talk show today, right, where it was 2 people and they were talking about clocks, and they had this cool little clock and they were playing melodies on it, right? And I came in and I said, hey, I said hi, because you do the like, subscribe, and comment. That's what you do. Mm-hmm. They immediately banned me.
Huh.
They called me a scammer and immediately banned me, and I was like, "What? I'm not a scammer. And they're like, so I changed channels and I went on one of my other channels, which I haven't made public or anything like that I just created to create. And I was like, no, I'm not a scammer. I just came to say hi and, and to watch, and they banned that one too. So I was like, all right, we're going to throw a dislike on this and leave. There are some shows that are they're just so ridiculous. I actually was called in to a talk show that was so liberal that they called Biden a right-wing extremist.
Oh man, yeah.
Like, that's how liberal they were. Craziness. There is craziness on YouTube. Like, wow. I've been on a bunch of channels today. I went and searched a bunch of channels, and some people are super nice and some people are just weird. Yeah, speak for yourself, DD74. It ain't warm here. Like, Alexa, what's the temperature outside?
Right now, it's 18 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, expect a low of 7 degrees. Hope you've had a good weekend.
No, not with that temperature.
It's over here it's like 31 degrees right now. It's actually quite pleasant, but at the same time, like if you wanted to leave like lunch meat out in your car, now would be the perfect time.
Well, I have it's funny because I have salt, because it's been snowing here in Ohio and we get a lot of lake effect at times. Not so much lake effect. We're not in the spot where you would get a lot, but we get some. And I have salt, and I looked at the bag today, and the salt only works to 5 degrees Fahrenheit. So if we go below 5 degrees Fahrenheit, it don't work. Which I have a feeling we're going. It's only January.
Yeah, no, it's well, I mean, we're going into February, and
isn't that supposed to be the coldest month?
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to get at. And here in Southern Illinois, like we had one snowfall so far this year, and I'm sitting here thinking we're going into February. We're about to get a bunch of snow, I guarantee you. It always happens here in Southern Illinois. It either happens in February or March, and that's when we get the most snowfall. And what's funny or strange and kind of funny is the first day of spring last year, it snowed.
Wait, are you closer to Chicago or Springfield or St. Louis?
Closer to St. Louis.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's a drive.
Yeah, that would be. What about 8 hours?
Oh, I have no idea.
You're in
It would-
Ohio, right?
Yeah, and I'm at very, very northern Ohio, so I would
Oh.
have to take whatever highway that is way, way up there and go
Yeah.
all the way to Chicago and then bust down somewhere. So it's like
Damn.
doing a straight up L. There ain't no sideways.
Yeah, that would be quite a travel. But it'd be kind of cool if we hung out once or twice, man. I think it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I agree. I think it would be cool.
Yeah. I don't have much room back here, but you're more than welcome to it. I do have a couch. I have a bed. So
Oh, I do have an announcement. We'll be I'll be moving back into the mansion but by the end of the month.
all right. Well, maybe I'll just come up there then.
Right.
No, but seriously, here on Shifty Sunday, I don't know. We've had a few Star Trek Next Generation marathons here and there, and what I would like to do at this time is play just one show, and it's like 50 minutes long. But I would like to do is just play part of it and just like break it down and maybe talk about it. And if we've already seen it, then of course I'll stop it. But what it is, it's called The Conundrum. However, it's a remake of The Conundrum. It's like that's what it is. It's just a straight up remake. Of course, I remade it a lot differently. Like I added my own touch here and there. So I don't know. It's kind of funny because do you remember The Conundrum? Like The Conundrum?
I believe I do.
Where they all lose their memory?
Oh, is that the one where Data ends up saving the day at the very end? Is that the one? Let me see. So that's the one where Riker and that chick Bajoran chick get it on together.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do have that's Ensign
Ensign Rowe.
Yeah, Rowe. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I do have that action figure.
I remember that episode.
Yeah. But I'd like for us to watch it if you want to.
Do it.
Yeah, let's tell you what, let's have a short this is a mini Star Trek Next Generation marathon. But it's a mini one.
A mini Shifty Sunday Star Trek movie Star Trek Next Generation movie madness marathon.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm adding words now.
Well, let's I tell you what, let's have Commander Riker guide us to our seats, and then we'll get started.
Yes, please do.
Yeah, here we go.
My favorite one.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I do love that. I remember that episode too. That was with the nanobots.
Oh yeah, stupid Wesley Crusher, man. He freaking he brings these things on board. It's his science project, by the way.
Yeah.
And then he falls asleep with the case open, like, you're a scientist?
No, it's not my fault.
He reminds me of me when I get stopped for reckless driving, and then have to go to court in the 9th. But anyway, so yeah, let's go ahead and yes, we are skipping over that whole thing I just said.
Yeah.
because I don't want to get into it. But no, seriously. Here is Star Trek: The Conundrum. Oh wait, I think it would help if I shared my screen, would it not?
Yeah, that would help.
You like how I skipped over that whole bit of information I just blurted out?
Yeah, I immediately was like, all right, we're not going to ask questions about that.
Yeah. These little Lego pieces, by the way, kind of look like futuristic poker chips. I'm just saying.
What's the current bet? I do believe the current bet is 10. Well, let's see here. See, you're 10, and raise you 10 more. Mr. Worf?
Too rich for my blood.
The commander is bluffing. I will see your 20 and raise you 5 more. Gentlemen, I'm afraid it's a little too rich for my blood. I fold. I'm afraid I will have to fold as well, sir. All right, dealer folds. Worf, looks like it's just between you and me, pal. Well, I gotta tell you, Commander, as a Klingon, my fighting instinct wants me to go on. So I will see your 20, your 30.
He's only got 3 cards.
And raise you 2 more.
How's he only got 3
What
cards?
do you guys think about this, Commander Hudson? I'll see your 30.
I don't know.
Raise you 3 more.
It's a Texas
Why is
Road?
there stairs on the
Well,
Enterprise?
Seems like, I don't know, kind
Oh,
of an
man.
uptight kind of guy. To me, he seems a bit nervous. I will see your 3.
Worf, you only got
Four.
1 pair, and you only got 3 cards.
Calling to me, huh? Well, gentlemen, read 'em and weep. Well, gentlemen, read 'em and weep. Full house.
No, it's not.
Damn it. I almost had a royal flush.
No, you didn't.
Well,
You only had 3 cards.
Data went
I think,
five.
I think, Hebrew, I am a bad influence on you.
Yeah, because I'm getting cynical about my own
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
I do not believe so, sir.
Oh.
What's the matter, Data? You think you're the only one that can be the royal dealer? It is Commander Riker's turn to deal. However, that is correct. However, these visors do belong to me. Very well, Data.
Why can't he get his own?
You sure play a tough game. But I play one even tougher. We appear to be approaching a nearby vessel, Captain. I see. What are the markings of this vessel?
Hey, does that look familiar?
We know of. So far, this kind of vessel is unknown to our universe, sir.
What? No, it's
I don't
not.
think so. No, it's not.
Huh?
Nope, it's definitely not.
Captain could be hostile. No, I think we will just simply launch a probe. What are your feelings on this, Deanna? I do not suspect hostility towards these people, Captain.
Your Deanna Troy voice is spot on.
They appear to just want to communicate. We are being held, sir. On screen.
Oh.
You can see
See, I was doing the lens flare thing before it was even cool.
it is audio only. Held him back. There is no response.
Oh, I
Appears
should have
to
got more
be
soda.
some sort of weapon being neutralized, sir. Go to red alert. Going to red alert. They appear to be initiating a weapon of some kind. Captain, we must launch Photon torpedoes. Photon torpedoes.
It almost sounds like he's saying futon, like a couch.
Yeah.
So they shooting futons at them.
The full-time torpedo, Mr. Wang. Aye, aye, sir.
He call him Mr. Wang.
They appear to have no effect. Weapon being launched, sir.
Brace for impact.
I'll see that 20 and raise 30. What just happened? I don't know. There was some kind of surge of light now. Ah! Huh? What's wrong? Wait a minute. What the hell? You're a hideous, ugly, disturbing looking creature.
Well, you're nothing to look at yourself, sir.
I don't know. Who the hell are you? You look like a hideous creature.
Well, you look like a bearded human being.
Guys, we need to calm down. We don't know who we are. Where the heck are we? It appears that we are engaged in some kind of card game. However, without proper context, I cannot be sure. Well, let's take a look at our surroundings and see what's going on. As though we are playing some card game. That's what you pointed out. White-looking creature with yellow eyes. Very weird to me.
So the next 15 minutes or so is just going to be guys pointing out their what do you call it? Help me out here, Keith's dad.
Guys pointing out their what they see. Is that what you mean?
Well, I was going to say like their features or whatever, I guess. I don't know. Like disfigurements.
Their shortcomings.
Yeah. All I see is a guy with big old ridges on his forehead. All I see is a white guy with yellow eyes.
And
See,
judging
it's
by
a green poker hat.
we are on a starship of some sort. I say the next step.
Wait. How can you tell that just by looking out the windows? Can it just be nighttime with stars?
Yeah, I mean, even daytime is gonna look nighttime outside.
Oh yeah, true.
Find out how to get out of here. If there's anybody else on this ship.
They appear to be highly decorated. Perhaps I am the captain.
What makes you so sure of that?
Well, I mean, just look at these middle things on my chest. I must be in command.
Well, then what do you recommend we do, sir?
I recommend we must get to the bridge of the ship somehow. Perhaps there is an onboard computer that we can access. Computer, how do we get to the bridge of this ship? Computer, where's the bridge of the ship?
Bridge of the ship is 5 decks up. Enter the turbo lift on your right.
All right. Everyone, let's report to the bridge. Wait a minute. What the hell happened? Where am I? Who am I? Who are you? I'm confused too.
Yeah, what is this place? It appears as though we are on a giant ship of some kind. Perhaps then on the screen is some kind of enemy that we must destroy.
Maybe perhaps it was somebody we were talking to. Shh. Who are you guys?
We don't know. Our members have been erased. But this guy, the guy over here, oh my God, what is that guy?
Oh.
God. Calm down. I think he's a different alien race than all of us.
But he has weird ridges on his head.
Yeah, what the heck is that on his nose? Everybody, please calm down.
It's just a donkey.
Apparently, this guy here with the weird ridges on his head is a highly decorated uniforms man. Maybe even the captain of this ship.
I believe you are sitting in my chair, bald man. I do apologize.
But might I suggest, Captain, that the first priority is finding out who we are and what we're doing here. It appears as though there's an enemy ship ahead of us. Yes, and it must be destroyed right away. Now, wait a minute. How do we know it's to be destroyed right away?
It's funny. Do you remember where Data was in the original episode of this?
Oh,
Data was the bartender.
oh yeah. Yeah.
If I may say so, this computer does seem to have an onboard voice recognition system. Perhaps you might want to consult with the computer.
Captain? Yes. Go ahead and do it.
All right. Computer, who are we?
That information is not available at this time.
Very well then. Computer, can you tell us what our mission is? What are we doing here?
We'll need more specific details at this time.
All right, never mind. Captain, what do you think we should do?
You over there, go to alert. I do believe that is something that we would normally do in this situation.
All right, well, after we go to red alert, then what are we going to do?
I don't know. I just don't know.
No.
Do.
Do. 9 minutes and 41 seconds. And we're just getting the intro. So what do you think, Keith's dad, so far?
I mean, you're on fire with it. You've made it your own.
I'm on. Would you say I'm on Philo Fire?
No, she's not here.
Oh,
You can't-
shoot.
You can't be on Philo Fire right now.
Okay.
When she pops in, then you'll be on Philo Fire.
I got you.
We will channel the Philo Fire and see if she comes in. Right now, you might be Michael Fontaine, or you might be DD-74 on fire.
Okay.
And I appear to be the pilot.
Well, I know that I have bars on my collar. Perhaps I'm a commander of some sort.
This seems to be the tactical
His hat's all sideways.
position.
Did you just color in that hat and kind of make it out of paper?
Yes. Yes, I did.
That's pretty awesome.
News, phaser banks, and communications. It looks like I'm making some kind of progress over here. Have you been able to tap into computers' Snell files? Not yet, sir, but I am working on it. May I suggest you send a team over to Recon?
Yes. You there, albino man.
That cat. Yes, sir.
I want beard guy, albino guy, and let me see here. There, the pilot. Do some sort of recon work.
Which decks would you ask for us to explore?
All decks. Start with 10 forward first.
Huh.
I believe we got some kind of signal from there.
We must find out what our mission is first. That is most important, I must suggest.
Yes, I agree. Captain, if I may make a suggestion. Yes, go ahead. Suggest a way. Perhaps another one priority should be who we are and what we are doing here. I think our number one priority should be to get this ship battle ready.
Yes, I agree. These aliens that we are encountering could be very hostile.
Meantime, attention all decks. This is your captain. If any of you feel the need that you are not where you are supposed to be, then please report to the bridge. As for the rest of you, stay exactly where you are during this time of emergency. This is your captain. Over and out. You left yet.
I haven't had a chance to.
Please go.
Captain, we are ready to begin our recon.
Very well then. Computer, is there a place where we all get together and meet to observate things?
To observe things.
To observate things, Keith's dad. Did you? How do you like the Hebrewism there?
This is what I live for.
Observate.
It's called the Observation Lounge, 2 decks down on the left.
Very well then. We will all meet on the observation lounge in 1600 hours.
Observate.
Please.
Very well, sir.
Do not observe me.
Please, all of you, resume your duties.
Captain, if I may have a word with you in your ready room.
We will convene there here in a few minutes. Captain, if I might, I would like to do some reconnaissance of my own. I do not know. I think I will need you up here. Take over the ops position. Very well then. You there in the back, have you found anything yet?
No, sir. All functions still
Wait.
remain in lockout.
How do you know he
I'm
was
trying
talking to
override
him?
them now.
You there, android, give him a hand. Ensign number 3, come over here
Very funny, Keith's dad.
and man the tactical.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Actually, if he wanted to, he could take it literal and just take one of his hands off.
Oh yeah, you could have just.
Yeah, there you go.
You wanted to see me in my ready room?
Aye, Captain. You see, the thing is, and here, this is the thing.
You know the
I
thing.
think
The
the
thing.
ship that we're encountering could very well be our. Well, that completes this quarters. It does appear to be that everyone is where they're supposed to be. I wonder if some of the quarters will give us clues as to who we are. Well, let's hope that intelligent-looking blind guy gets it all. Boy, I'll be so glad.
Oh, that's crazy talk.
No blind guy. What time to cancel him? Don't you know it's just it's visually impaired.
Right. This Star Trek show isn't very liberal, is it?
Can quit referring each other to that beard guy, that blind guy, that white guy. Yes, it's gonna be so much better. That bald guy. Yeah. Well, what's next? It seems as though we haven't encountered 10 forward yet. Sounds like fun. Yeah, I bet you do like to have fun. Yeah, seems like that is my kind of personality. After you, there's the next available turbo lift.
So, you wanted to talk to me about something? Yes, Captain. You see, you and I, we're not that much different. I think that we're all trying to reach the same goal.
Anytime someone says, "You're not that much different, you and I," it's always a bad guy.
It is always a bad guy.
Yeah.
If you'll allow me, I will get this battleship ready. I do feel that is, it should be the number one priority. However, I am not sure should know our enemy and who we are fighting. Somehow I feel like all of our abilities are attacked. I'm feeling my sort of a sense of a warrior. Yes, indeed. You do look like a warrior type person, sir.
I did always find that funny. That because that was so true, wasn't it? Like when he goes, we're a warship. when they're most definitely not a warship.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I like the it's kind of like the episode I mentioned this here recently, yesterday's Enterprise, where Guinan is the only one that realizes that they're not a warship, and Captain Picard and everyone else is like, no, this is a warship.
Yeah, because she's like, there are families here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right.
As though something alien in me. Anyway, go make the proper procedures. Have all available crew to your disposal. You know what I mean. Aye, sir.
Don't make me say it.
Just before our debriefing. Dismissed. Aye, sir. Oh, hi. How are you doing? Pretty good.
Pretty good.
If I may have a word with you? Yes, please.
Yes, I like how casual he is about all this.
We're hunky dory here. How about you?
Just chilling.
I think, Michael Fontaine mentioned that there's too many howevers. That's indicative of just literally how they talked all the time. It's so funny.
I never realized that. And Saji pointed out at one time, I think it was Saji or somebody else pointed out that when I'm doing the Picard voice, there is one word that I tend to use a lot. I think that's what is it? It's not indeed. That was the wrestling thing, where I do say indeed a lot. But I think Picard says, like, there's just certain things that he says a lot. Like you kind of pick up on it. And the howevers, that Data says that a lot.
Yeah, because they never like straight up for the most part disagree. And when they do disagree, you usually get I understand what you're saying. However, and they add to the conversation basically. So they do say however a lot. They don't really straight up say, no, you're wrong.
Yeah. What was it? There was one thing I say a lot when I'm doing my Picard voice that I can't really. Oh, as it were.
As it were, yeah.
That's one thing Saji pointed out. I say a lot when I do his voice.
Come forth. I feel it's funny. I feel a sudden sense like I've been here before. Perhaps you have come to me and we've had these conversations. I am feeling the same sense myself. Please, have a seat. Permission to speak frankly, sir. Permission granted. I feel that our first number one priority should be to gain entry to the duty roster and find out who exactly we are. And then the second thing is, I don't feel comfortable fighting an enemy that I don't even know is my enemy. I do see your concerns. However,
See this?
That we
Whatever
Here it
they
is
do.
again.
battle ready. Is there anything else? No, sir. Very well. I will see you on the observation lounge at 1600. Yes, sir. Dismissed. Boy, this captain business sure is demanding. I feel as though I am suited for this job. Well, these people seem cheerful. Looks like a lot of activity going on.
Wait, what?
Deanna Troy's behind the counter.
That bartender. She has a uniform on. Yes, but no rank at Symbia. That's true. Well, let's go find the table, shall we? Sounds good to me.
Hold on. There's a lot of stuff going on here. First of all, of course, you got Deanna Troy behind the bar, did that on purpose. But then you got, what's his name? Dak? Dak is in there. Captain Kirk. Tasha Yar.
I do see Tasha. Chief
Yeah.
O'Brien. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Kirk's in there. Wait.
Yeah.
Dax? Are you talking about Dax?
Dax. Why did I call him Dak?
I thought Dax was a girl. Is Dax not a girl?
Oh, wait. Is Dax a girl? Never mind. No. Who is what? Bashar.
The doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right here. That's him. If I'm not mistaken. And then there's Kirk right there.
Yep. Young Kirk, too.
Yeah. And then Tasha.
She's
What?
not dead. Yay. He must be in the alternate universe.
Right. Yeah. That's
This is what the conundrum would have been in the alternate universe.
There you go. A lot of good stop motion there.
Yeah.
Well, looks like there's one table available. Well, let's make ourselves available to it. So,
What?
do you feel like having? Well, I don't know.
I love the names of the drinks that I make up.
I don't remember what I like. Yeah, same thing here.
Oh, yeah. That's her all the way.
Seems like I like
Right.
an L or maybe I don't know, something.
Let's look at a menu.
Can I help you guys? Yeah, we're not quite sure what we want yet. Hey, you seem familiar. I was actually going to talk to this guy right here. You seem familiar, bearded man. What do you mean? Like, remember back or something?
Bearded man.
Bearded man.
Oh,
Bearded man, coming to save you, bearded man.
familiar, you know. It's not like a memory. It's more like a feeling. I seem to have a power that these
Hooked on the
rest of the people on
feeling.
the ship do not have.
Yeah, it's boobs.
I can sense
I mean, sorry.
feelings. I can almost hear thought. So you're a telepath then?
Hey, Hebrew.
No.
Yo.
You're on File of Fire now.
All right. Woo! Just for that, for her being our 90th customer, or I'm sorry, what are we up to, like 4?
Yeah, we were talking about you earlier, File of Fire, because I said he was on fire, and he's like, "Am I on File of Fire?" And I said, "Nope, she not here. You're on Michael Fontaine fire or DD-74 fire."
Mm-hmm. Just for that, she gets a free double crisp, chocolatey, smooth, crisp and crunchy Crisp Kringle.
Yeah, because here on the Hebrew show, you get rewarded for coming in late.
Just like your host. Yeah.
It is true. You were pretty spot on today, though.
Yeah. Well, we didn't have any technical difficulties.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. So not gonna name any names. It's a Saggy. But yeah. No. He's a good dude. Anyway, he's just late a lot. Here we go.
All right.
Well, I guess there's a lot of things about a lot of us that a lot of us don't know.
The pretzel of that thought will haunt me for years.
What's that?
I guess there's a lot of things about a lot of people, about a lot of us that we just don't know about us, about a lot of people who know about things.
Yeah, that's gonna haunt you.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about my awesome sound effects.
That's like a Charlie the Unicorn sound effect.
Ooh, yeah. The guy with the visor.
Manifesto, if you want to come up here
Oh.
and look at it.
Now they're gonna quit calling each other
I
those
finally
names.
got the computer controls unlocked, sir.
All right, we'll be right there. We'll have to do this another time. Let's find out who we are and what the heck we're doing here. I'll be glad to finally have an identity. Yeah, me too. I'll just be glad to finally go over to my quarters.
Yeah, Deanna Troy, that's why you're here, because your identity.
All right, everybody. I'm bringing up the schematics right now. And this should do it. Go. Computer. Bring up the crew manifestos and bios, please. All right. It should be coming up right about now.
Captain of USS Enterprises, Captain Jean-Luc Picard, First Officer Riker Willem T, Officer Ops LT, Commander Data, Security Officer LT Worf, Ship Counselor Deanna Troy, Navigation Officer Ensign Lara R.O., First Officer Commander Jonathan Hudson, Ship Medical Officer Dr. Beverly Crusher, Chief Engineer Lieutenant Jordy LaForge.
It's funny when you type those things into the computer to do the voice,
Yeah.
the computer doesn't say lieutenant when you type in LT. It's like I forgot about that, and you got to type in the actual word lieutenant.
And they said row ROO.
Yeah. That was weird. And then what was the other one? There was one more that kind of messed up on, like Jordy LaForge. I think they call it. I don't know. They said his name weird or something. I don't know.
Oh.
But anyway, yeah. Back to the show, folks.
Very well then. All right, there you go. Yes, oh my, oh no, I didn't know that. Oh my gosh, oh yeah, me too.
Well, the first priority will be to find out what it is that we're here to do, what those things are. They're staring back at us at the screen, and what our mission is. We will
ROO.
go through with the meeting on the observation lounge as scheduled. Until then,
Well, that's how we would say it.
Yeah. I mean, the thing.
We are historically accurate.
Schedule.
suggest you all go to your quarters and get to know yourselves.
Get very intimate with yourselves on your quarters.
Just in case you had to become a princess and had to change genders to do that. Get reacquainted with yourselves.
Right.
Quote.
Aye, Captain. Yes, sir. All right. Ooh.
Looks like I'm going to sick bay. Yes, and I'm going to look and see who I am and why I have.
Well, why is she speaking with a German accent all of a sudden? Did you notice that?
No.
Yeah, I had her like Deanna Troy. Hold on. I think I was trying to do sort of like her British accent almost. But for some reason, just listen closely.
Until then,
It's right after
I
Beverly
would suggest
speaks.
you all go to your quarters and get to know yourselves.
Get to know yourselves.
Dismissed. Aye, Captain. Yes, sir. All right. Ooh.
Looks like I'm going to sick bay. Yes, and I'm going to look and see who I am and why I have these weird powers.
Ja.
Yeah.
Ja, you do that.
Oh my gosh.
Guten
Why
Tag.
that? Why do they do that? That's weird. Oh gosh. And did you notice like some of their arms look like they're just hanging?
Or backwards.
Yeah.
Like Riker obviously broke his arm somewhere along the lines, and
Yeah.
it needs to be reset.
I'll have to find out who this William T. Riker guy is. Edson Rowe, would you like to accompany me later?
Sure, sounds fun.
Well, I'm glad we found out who we all are, but now what do we do? For now, there's nothing we can do except for go to our quarters and find out who we all are. I suggest you do that until our meeting.
Very well then, Captain. And now that I know where I belong, I think I'm going to go down to engineering. Commander Data, would you follow me, please?
I would be glad to, Dory. Captain. Huh? What is it, Lieutenant? I just wanted to apologize for my previous behavior. I assumed command when, in
I'll be right
fact,
back.
It was not warranted to do so.
I'll continue being Keith's dad.
Don't worry about it, Mr. Wolf.
Okay.
We're all in a state of disorientation. Whatever happened does not matter. Did what you thought you had to do. We all did. Thank you, Captain. Then, time to find out who this Captain Jean-Luc Picard is. Jean-Luc Picard. I wonder if that's French.
I wonder if that's French.
Oh, man. Wish I could remember some of this stuff. Come in.
It's funny that he is French, but he does not have a French accent whatsoever.
Not at all. I was just finding out who Commander William T. Riker is. What does the T stand for? Thomas. It turns out I love smooth jazz, beautiful women. I play the trombone. I'm quite the poker player.
Yeah, ignore the fact that that's a trumpet.
Vacation on a planet called Risa. Very interesting.
Okay. I'm not going to say it, but I'm here.
Vienna. I know. Apparently, you and I were involved in a relationship. I hope that doesn't.
Were you talking to the chat
make it
just now
weird
or something?
between us.
I was just talking about how he said that he plays the trombone, and there's
Yeah.
there is clearly a trumpet in this scene.
Yeah. Well, you know, you do with what you have. I should have put like, I don't know, maybe a paper clip around the end of it, made it at least resemble a trombone.
It's close enough.
Yeah.
I don't think it will be weird between us, Will. See right there, you're already calling me Will, and you haven't even known me but for 5 minutes. Listen, I feel like I've known you for a lot longer than that. You mean you're getting your memory back, or? No, as I mentioned before, it's more of a feeling than anything. Come in. You ready to go to dinner?
Yeah, Ro, sure, why not? Oh, well, if you two are busy. Oh no, I was just leaving.
I
No!
know.
Wait a minute. Yeah. Now she sounds like, I don't know, like Charles Dickens uh character or something.
She sounds like Cartman from South Park. I know.
uh,
Fuller, we'll go over that duty roster some other time. Very well then, Will. So what was that all about? Oh, nothing. We were just going over the duty roster. I mean, we were getting ready to, and then you came in here. So, what's up? Oh, nothing. I was hoping maybe you could show me to my quarters. Yeah, sure thing. No problem. Bluey. Number 1. We are ready for you on observation, Mount. Well, that will have to wait. Duty calls. Very well then. I'll see you later tonight. You bet.
she had
Can I
blush.
get a kiss?
No.
Oh,
Huh? I think she has eyeshadow on, if I'm not mistaken. That's weird. I never noticed that before.
the name of the ship is the USS Enterprise 1701D. And it appears as though we are some kind of organization that goes by the name of the Federation of Planets. We are deemed to a prime directive as Order 6606.
Order 66.
Is that Data talking?
Uh-huh.
Doesn't he know everything?
Well, supposedly that affected his memory as well, so yeah, I don't know.
Oh, that's right, it did. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the current time, we have been fighting an endless war with the Pavlons. The Pavlons are a genocidal race determined to take out all of Starfleet and all of the galaxy. Do we know anything else about these Pavlons, their weapon systems, their guidance systems, what their motivation is, anything like that? At this current time, Captain, that is all the information I was able to gather on the Pavlons. However, if further investigation is needed... No, that would be quite all right, Commander Data. It is apparent that we have our orders. We are to cross over into the Bobega system and enter stealthily, take out the Starfleet of ships, and then take out the main general quarters of the Pavlons. The information we do know about the Pavlons is they're an advanced alien race with heavy armament and heavy powers. However, they are not capable of warp drive. Some of the symptoms, some of their star systems are very weak, and they do not have photon capabilities. Wait a minute, they don't have photon capabilities?
At least I'm saying that right there, I
This doesn't
think.
seem right to me. Hold on, how do we know they don't have photon capabilities? Perhaps this is some kind of elaborate ruse.
I like saying the word ruse.
Yeah, that's a fun word to say.
They have been our enemies for centuries now, you know. I don't know, Captain. I don't feel right about this. Neither do I, number 1. However, this is the Starfleet's orders are to have us go into this thing and take out the mothership, so to speak.
So to speak.
I will lead Commander Hudson with this mission. You are making the right decision, Captain. Am I Commander Hudson? I don't know. Captain, our ship's been attacked. Memories are all still hazy, and this plan seems a little half-baked to me. Maybe it that if it were, number one, but we do have our orders. I expect all of you to meet upon the bridge as soon as we have made contact with the Pavilions. If nothing else, this meeting is adjourned. I still think it smells rotten. I agree with that. Unfortunately, we have our orders. Okay. Everyone meet to the bridge as soon as we made contact. Aye, aye, Captain. Man, I hate this. Well, that was some good sex. Commander, are we going to continue to see one another?
I like how he just comes out and says it. By the way, what the heck is that white stuff on his nose?
Oh, I don't want to answer that.
Okay. Well,
there was no good answer to that question.
Was he doing blow off or never mind? No, I do have some information that just came to me.
Ooh.
CJ said she is watching right now, by the way.
Oh, hey, CJ Wood.
Yep. So there you have it.
Even when we get our memories back?
I certainly hope so. It sure has been fun here lately. Come in.
Somebody kill that dying giraffe.
Come in. I wasn't disturbing anything, was I? Well, heck no. I mean, we were just finishing up, that is.
I'll see you on the bridge.
Oh, boy.
Yes, I will.
No, you're not interrupting anything.
Thank you.
Looks like things are getting serious between you and Ensign Rowe.
I don't know about that. I mean, we've made love a couple times, but
He just comes out. He doesn't hide anything, does he?
No, just unfiltered Riker.
Yeah.
No, I'd say it's not much more serious than a schoolgirl and some dude. Now, what the heck are you? Two school kids, I mean, two school kids.
I'm sorry.
Oh, good God.
That's just wrong.
You are now deplatformed.
Feelings for me?
No, just feelings in general that, well, you read the information. You know we were together at one time.
Yes, I know, Deanna. I wish I could say I feel the same way about you that you may be feeling about me, but I just don't feel that. I feel like we're good friends and, we're colleagues and everything, and we do this whole thing, and so, I just don't feel the same way. Huh? I mean, this is Commander Riker. Commander. Yes, this is your captain.
The captain's like,
Well, say bye.
Ooh,
Oh man, I'm sorry.
we got a Hebrew snort. It must be really good.
Oh my gosh. No, this is the craziest scene ever. I mean, him just fumbling his words and just like two school children. I mean, not in that way. Oh, this is too good.
No, buzzer, I mean, we better get to the bridge of the ship.
Yes, I guess so.
On our way, Captain. I'm on my way. Very well, number one. We'll be waiting. Captain Picard, out. Boop. All right. Well, let's go take on those nasty, tasty Pavlonians. What do you call them again? Pavlonians. No, Pavlonians.
Your fade outs are the best.
Do what now?
Your fade outs are the best.
Oh man. Yeah, when they say stuff right after.
Yeah, just something random right before it cuts to black.
Yeah.
There are very little ships and very little firepower.
Mr. Worf, open up communications. Aye, sir. Don't think we need to waste time, Captain. Our orders are clear. Very well then. Raise shields. Go to red alert. Aye, aye, sir.
Why is there
We are receiving. We got a direct hit, sir. Now or never. Fire a full-ton torpedo. Aye, sir. They are exchanging fire, but very little.
I do not feel good about this, Captain.
Fire full-on phases at every single target. Aye, aye, sir. Ship has been destroyed. Very well then. Set a course for the motherboard.
the motherboard?
Setting a course.
For the motherboard.
And laid in, sir.
Go to warp 7.
Warp 7. Shouldn't we go faster than that, sir?
Very well then. Go to warp 9. Engage.
They can't.
Aye, aye, sir.
Commander Hudson, if I may have a word with you in my ready room. Very well then, Captain. Number 1, you have the bridge. Aye, aye, sir. Shh. 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 All right, reload phaser banks, Mr. Worf. Aye, aye, sir. Keep a steady heading there, Ensign Rowe.
Aye, aye, sir.
And, shh. Captain, you wanted to see me? Ah, yes. Commander Hudson, please come in. You care for a beverage? No, sir. Have a seat, please. What seems to be the issue, Captain? Well, you see, Commander, I have been pondering what we're doing here and what our mission is, especially after we so easily handled that Starfleet of ships. And it sits on my conscience. It weighs the moralities of what are the very morals that Starfleet may held or still holds. And I just cannot figure for the life of me if it is morally justified to destroy ships which are not capable of warp, which are not capable of full-ton torpedoes. Yes, I understand, Captain, but it is Starfleet's orders. Orders or not, I cannot justify doing such a thing. I feel as though I've been handed a gun and put into a dark room and told to shoot somebody. I can't do that. Can you?
You did do that just
Captain, but
5 minutes ago.
Right? Yeah.
When we reached the Velato's general base, I'm going to hesitate on any orders to fire on them until we find out about them first. We will open communications, and hopefully diplomacy will come in useful on this mission. But Captain, I implore you, please, We must destroy these people. They are no good. We have been fighting with them for centuries. According to the ship's logs, yes. But I just don't know if we could trust the ship logs. I'm going to contact Starfleet and see if... But Starfleet is the one that gave us the orders. Commander, that is my final decision. Do I make myself clear? We are not to attack on them unless they have attacked on us. Do you understand that? But, no further buts. Dismissed. Very well, then. I will respect your decision. However, I must warn you, Captain, that this ship is the linchpin of the whole operation. If it is pulled, then we will be set back centuries of war against the Velicians. That is a risk I'm willing to take.
The who?
Very well, sir. I'll meet you on the bridge. Just note that I'm totally against this. Duly noted.
Cool.
Captain? Yes, number one. What is it? We've reached the outer realm of the Velician
post. When did they
Very
become
well,
Velicians?
I'll be on the bridge soon enough.
I mean, I didn't even know what their name
All
was
right,
to begin
Riker
with.
out.
So we're good to go with that. I'd have to look it up.
Now it's time to see exactly what's going on here. Well, why I'm not drinking. We are reaching the Paxian base now, sir.
Paxian, that's what it
Now's
was.
the time to find out, Mr.
Okay,
Wall.
so is it Paxians or the Belicians? I don't.
Lycians.
What?
There was also the Lycians.
Did
Well,
I
it was
say?
so it was two races that were battling each other.
Oh, okay.
So one of them is that guy who's sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
In case you guys were just going, who the hell is that guy? And then you had who they were fighting. And yeah, I don't know the names of them, but Lycian does sound right.
Yeah.
Of one of those groups.
I know, but I kept changing the names.
Shields up. Yes, sir. Shields up. Full strength. How many people are aboard that vessel, Ensign Rowe? It appears to be 900.
I thought she was navigations.
Wait. 900, 240. That's not a whole lot of people. Are you sure that this is the base? Yes, sir. It's definitely the base and not anything else.
Definitely not anything else.
That doesn't sound too suspicious. It's definitely the base, not anything else.
So do I, Commander. Mr. Worf, open hailing frequencies. But, Captain, we can't just open up hailing frequencies now, Mr. Worf. Aye, sir. Captain, we cannot waste time like this. They are powering up their weapons. There does appear to be a weapon power-up going on. No, we will wait for them to answer the hail. Mr. Worf, lower shields. Captain, are you kidding me? If you lower shields, we will be destroyed. That'll be enough out of you, Commander. No, I cannot sit by. Why this is the enemy. This is ridiculous. That's it. I'm taking over. Captain Picard has lost his mind. Oh, get security. Oh, unlinquish those controls, mister. Coming with me, sir. Oh, not think so. You take that, Klingon. Oh, fire your phasers at him now. Destroy these ships myself. Forget you guys, pal. Take this.
Oh. Oh, wow.
quit phasing
Oh, you got a
me.
crossover going on.
Oh,
Swolf, now that he's down, restrain him. Aye, sir.
Quit phasing me. Why the hell's he grabbing him?
God. All right, Mr. Wolf, take him to the ring. Gladly.
He's got him by
This
the.
way, whoever you are. That was quite the ordeal. I should say so, number one. That man had us all fooled. Well, he's not a man, he's some kind of creature. Right. He set us up to destroy the. Yes, destroy the entire. What are they called again?
That's one way to cover it up. What are they called again?
Oh, no, Captain. I think our memories are getting worse. No, I don't think so. The Paxians. Yes. And if it had been a second sooner, you would have done it. I'm just glad I came to my senses, number one. Dr. Crusher, have you got that thing worked out?
yes, sir. I have a way to reverse everyone's memory and bring them back to normal.
Good. Make it so. Number one, go to sick bay and get your memory back in place, and then I will soon join you. Aye, aye, Captain. Right, take us out of here, Mr. Data, to the nearest star base. Aye, aye, sir.
That one guy in the background. He's
He's just
old.
taking a nap on the job.
Yes. He's always doing that though.
Rogue, set a course.
That's Roe, sir.
I mean, I'm sorry, yes. Rogue, set a course. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Captain's Log Supplemental, Stardate 8888. We have returned the alien back to the Paxian clan with our apologies as to destroying the fleet of starships. After explaining the situation, I then sent a note of apologies to Starfleet as well. Dr. Crusher was able to retrieve all the memories of almost all the crew.
Almost.
It seems as though things are now back to normal here aboard the Enterprise.
Oh, here we go.
Man, you gotta be kidding me. That's exactly what he does to me. Oh, what a
Ladies, how's it going today?
hello, Commander.
Listen, about that, an incident that happened.
Oh, don't worry about it, Commander. Counselor Troy explained it all to me.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, she says that in situations like that where one loses one's memory, it's perfectly natural to act on stuff that they wanted to act on for a long time.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, yes. It is perfectly psychologically validated.
I see. So,
You definitely nailed the awkwardness.
Do what now?
I said you definitely nailed the awkwardness of this
Oh.
scene.
Yeah.
everything's good. All good. All good.
Okay, okay.
Don't worry, Commander. This is something I shall. This is an experience that I shall forever treasure.
Yeah.
Well, things are getting awkward, and besides, I have to get back on duty. I will see you two later. Goodbye, Rose. Good talking to you. You too, Deanna. Commander.
Yeah. Oh, it's all psychologically warranted, huh?
Yes, that's right. The whole thing, however, is a bit thing, however, is a bit complicated. If you, however, have any further questions, you may come into my office tomorrow morning. See ya. See
Peace.
ya, Commander. Yeah, sure. Oh boy, I need a drink.
Why? do, and then smack. Oh man. Well, there you have it, guys. There's a perfectly replicated Star Trek episode.
Yeah, I kept getting it confused with other Star Trek episodes. But yeah, that was it.
Yeah. So as a remake, I mean, did I nail it?
Oh yeah. Oh, you totally got it. I mean, that was the episode.
Yeah. I mean, besides getting the names all confused.
I mean, that's the Hebrew touch. We call that the Hebrew touch.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. Michael Fontaine, what's next? Well, it's almost the 11th hour, Michael Fontaine. I don't think we're not gonna have time for another. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
No,
we definitely can't do Rocket Man 6.
Yes, Philip Fire, the Hebrew touch makes it special. We do have about 10 minutes to kill. Did everyone hear the My Pillow report the last time? I think.
Heck, I don't even think I heard it. Did I?
Yeah, you were here for that.
Oh, okay.
The hold on. The very special message from Michael Lindell talks about his past about being on crack. I'm pretty sure you did.
Yes, I think I did.
But I gotta tell you something, man. You know, we've had one heck of a Shifty Sunday here tonight, and I appreciate everyone who came here to check us out. Even though we didn't really do much, we did lots without doing anything. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
I enjoyed hanging out with you, Keith's dad.
that's what we do. That's what we do.
You know, but I do have to bring up just one subject since we do have 10 minutes to kill.
Okay, I'm scared.
The thing is, man, you know, sometimes you might find yourself in a situation, and that situation might be scary at first, but then you get. Am I getting an echo?
No, I don't hear an echo.
That's weird. Hold on. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Hold on. I gotta really test this thing out here. Don't take money. Don't take fame. Don't take no credit card to ride this train.
Good old Back to the Future throwback. Yay.
Yeah. Woo. Anyway, man. Sometimes you guys, you know, you might find yourselves in a scary situation, and it might get on your nerves at first. It might make you anxious, but you know, whenever the week goes by and then you pick up that phone, you call like a special lawyer or something of that, and then that lawyer tells you some things, and then once you start hearing those things, it kind of makes you feel a little better, especially if it's your first offense or whatever. And then you're just like, okay, yeah, that's cool. That's cool, man. Yeah, we can definitely do that. And then you know, it all seems to work out in the end. It really does. You know, it makes for a scary situation at first, but then you're just like, oh well. You know, sometimes the bullet bites you, sometimes you gotta bite the bullet. You know, when you make your bed, sometimes you shit in it at the same time. You know, it's just the way it is. You know, that's all I'm saying. And, you know, when you find yourself in that situation, which I'm sure you have, Keith's dad, from time to time.
I mean, I'm in it right now. So, yeah.
Well,
we're all in this. But way to be cryptic.
I know, but just don't. The lesson that I find in all this is like, don't pass someone in a no passing zone and then swerve over on purpose like 5 times just because you think a cop isn't looking. Like they're sitting over there writing a ticket and you go, shit, he ain't going to come after me. He's too busy writing the ticket. Because they will do that. Even if they slowly follow you from behind. Just saying. That's the lesson that should be learned here tonight. That's it. That's all I gotta say about that.
I gotta say now, Philo Fire, you done dropped the mic with that. So now I gotta, because she wrote the law.
Yeah, don't you remember that from?
Those do not remove under penalty of law labels on mattresses. Well, I ripped one of them off. Do you remember that?
Yeah. What movie was it? There was a movie where someone said that, like, how did you get in here?
That was Pee Wee Herman. It was Pee Wee Herman.
Was that? Yeah.
Yeah, this is Pee Wee Herman. The law.
Okay. Oh, man. I'll tell you what, sometimes you might ask yourself, how did I get here? And sometimes you might tell yourself,
I fell off a cliff.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
It's one of it's one of those moments where you just got to sit back. You got to put on some tranny porn and just let it happen.
See, for me, what I do is I take everyone down around me. So we play bad movies, and I instill into everyone the end of a movie where you're watching a movie and it ends, and you just go, all right, well, that happened. Just do my life.
Yeah.
And I go, yes, cry more.
Oh, man. But I'll find out tomorrow if I have the COVID or not. I got to whisper it because YouTube will take you down for that.
Yeah.
They don't even want you to talk about it. They're like, you're not going to talk about that disease, are you? Like, oh, what disease? Exactly. But no, man, I had a good time here tonight. In all seriousness, I joke around a lot, but it's been a good day. Any day that I could spend with Keith's dad and this wonderful audience here is a good day.
It is, and we get like 4 days together.
Yeah,
at the very least, we get Sundays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Saturdays, sometimes a Friday here and there.
Yeah, that's true.
We spend like 4 days together every week.
Do we?
Yeah, almost just about.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, and sometimes Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah.
I mean, even on Sundays when I'm not here, I'm in chat, so I'm still spending time with you.
We're friends.
Yes, I would agree.
For a little bit, probably for a little while. Just saying.
Yeah, I had my speaking of that, I had my grandmother telling me that I was addicted to the computer, and it's like, well, no, it's a little different because I have my friends, and it's not like the old time internet friends where you're talking in a chat room.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll, like, for instance, with me and Rav will just turn on our cameras, turn on our mics, and hang out for hours on end. And
that's almost like hanging out in real life, except you're not like actually physically there, but you're physically there. I don't know how to explain it, but that's
yeah. And in fact, me inviting you guys into the movies to see, I've watched movies with Rav for like 2 years now. We watch movies together, but we never did it. We never did it on YouTube. It was always just us in some sort of Discord chat where we would share screens and watch a movie together. And we still do that because, you know, I can't put on copyrighted movies and stuff, but we do still watch movies together. But I've been watching movies with him for years.
Yeah.
And it's nice to
Wow.
bring it to a forefront.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I'm glad that we're all sharing in this stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know
Me
what's
too.
cool about Rav? I'll tell you right now, something I've noticed about him, and I've only known him for a handful of weeks now.
Yeah.
And just like there's some stuff like you can't believe that he says, like when you say, well, you know, from that movie. And he's like, no. I've never seen that movie. It's like, what? But that's kind of like you a while ago when I mentioned like TV shows like WKRP in Cincinnati and
Right.
stuff like that, you know. But it's kind of cool because then you can teach people. You're
Yeah.
like, yeah, check it out.
I-
You should check, you know.
I was reminded of one of the pre-shows. I think it was a pre-show we had together, and I think you were there for it. Tell me if you're not. And we were talking about pills for some reason, and he goes, "Oh yeah, I could just go down to the corner store here and get it." I'm like, "You know what? What are you talking about? Get what?" And he goes, "Oh, I mean, anything." And I go, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah, I'll be right back." And he comes back with medium grade OxyContin.
Yeah.
And he
Like it was just like if I was to go down to Walmart and buy some Robitussin.
that's
like
not only that, so he wasn't on the show yesterday. Do you know what the story is yesterday?
Oh, what's that?
So I ended up calling him after we all left and stuff. And so here's what happened. He went to the hospital because he was feeling sick, and they gave him an IV, and they gave him medication too, but he had an IV in his hand when they put it on the top of your hand.
Right.
And it was funny because he was at home and he had the IV in, and I questioned it, and he showed me the IV bag. It was in the back of the room, and I mentioned it. I saw the IV bag, and he goes, and I go, wait, they let you leave the hospital like that? And he goes, oh no, my aunt did this.
Oh.
So he had an IV at the hospital. They took it all out of him, released him from the hospital. So he went to the corner drugstore and bought all the equipment to do an IV, and then had his aunt put another IV into it. I was like, this is crazy.
Oh, man. Yeah. I'll tell you what, man. See, that's the thing, man. It's like all these other countries are so lax about it. But I get, like the United States, people can't handle that shit. They just can't handle it.
What now on the downside of where he is, there is so much snake oil in that country. It is ridiculous. Like literally, like they sell cures for stuff in bottles to cure whatever you want. It's in a bottle, and it's just snake oil, fake stuff. So that's dominant in that country.
Well, let me ask you this though. I know it's a total ripoff and everything, but however, is it kind of like here in the United States where they give you placebos? I mean, if your mind thinks that it works, sometimes it does actually work. I mean,
if I find out I'm drinking piss and ink, I don't care if it's a placebo or not. Don't do that.
No, I mean, but if you didn't know, is what I'm saying. Like if you didn't know, like for sure what the hell you're getting, would you not get better?
I mean, I wouldn't think the placebo effect would work with me, but maybe it would. But I usually Google everything I'm taking.
Yeah.
So I barely take any aspirin. And the reason why is because when I take aspirin, I want it to work. So I don't want to get accustomed, I don't want my body to get accustomed to it.
Yeah, I can't even take aspirin. I can't. Aspirin generally is not good for you. And they say that about ibuprofen too. And I know
ulcers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do every once in a while. I can get an ulcer from well, not a full-fledged, but the beginnings of one where my stomach hurts a little bit.
Because of the medications I'm on, I have to take Tylenol. So
Normally, I'm not on anything. I am very, very healthy. In fact, I found this out. What was it? A couple weeks ago. Is I've always been scared of reaching certain ages, and because back when I was like 30, they said, at 35 you need to start getting get tested for prostate,
right.
cancer and stuff. And then I was like 34 when they said, oh, they pushed it to 40. So you don't get your exam until you're 40. And now they pushed it to 45. So I've gone like just a couple years before every single time. So I'm lucky. And I cross my fingers that I have yet to have a prostate exam. And I'm like, thank goodness, keep pushing that. Keep pushing that.
They did a thing on that on Family Guy. I don't know if you remember on Family Guy, but where Peter got a prostate exam and then he accused the doctor of molesting him.
Yes, and he got sued, and yeah. But then he actually needed one.
Yeah.
Do you remember they did that on what were those 4 friends that they play like practical jokes on each other?
Practical Jokers?
Yeah, that's it. Practical Jokers. One of them's punishment was to get a prostate exam in front of like a group of people. And after he was done, he was so relieved. And then they're like, what's better than just one doctor is 2 doctors. We need a second opinion. So they brought in a second doctor to do it too.
Oh man, that's great.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
My wife used to watch a lot of that, the Practical Jokers. I never really got into it till later when it was on like different shows and stuff.
Yeah.
Then
those guys are hilarious.
Yes. And if I'm not mistaken, they have a YouTube channel now.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they do stuff. Sometime either tonight or tomorrow, I'm gonna make some just random ass movies that I'm just gonna make. It's not gonna be necessarily the Mandela Family movies or anything like that. It's just gonna be like random movies where I do like the old time comedy, like Airplane or something like that, where he goes, "Shirley, you can't be serious." Oh yes, I'm serious, and don't call me Shirley. I'm gonna do like jokes like that, just like dumb jokes. I think that would go over well.
Let's see a Satan's Cheerleaders remake.
Oh, no.
No. One of them is enough.
Yeah. My wife's always been at me to do a Jaws remake.
Yeah, I was thinking you should do some of the pop culture ones, like do like an Avatar remake or Back to the Future remake or Indiana Jones remake.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
I've done like Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2 remakes. But what was the other one I did? Let's see. I might do a Jurassic Park one. I think that would be kind of funny.
Or take something that's like not very funny and do it with something that's like not a basically a comedy or something like doing doing the stop motion for The Notebook would be hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
or doing the stop motion for what's that one with Jack Nicholson and he goes crazy inside of a hotel? The Shining.
Oh yeah, The Shining.
Yeah, that would be good. That would be hilarious.
I recently had an idea for one that's like, and it came up with The Odd Couple. Like I want to do like The Odd Couple. That would be hilarious. But I thought about doing it in the format of Hebrew and Sadji, where like Sadji would be the clean one, then I'd be the slob. Like
yeah.
I think that'd be funny. Because that's generally what we are. I mean, he is, and at least in my movies, he's the clean one. He's the one. No, Hebrew, maybe you shouldn't do that, Hebrew. I'm like, oh, come on, Sanji, it'll be fun. And then we do stuff. And
I love how you nail everyone's voice in that except for your own.
yeah, I changed
You
my
give
own.
yourself the He-Man voice.
Yeah. That was the talk from the very beginning. Like someone asked me, like, why are you doing that voice for you?
It's my show. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, well, like, yeah, by the way, I could probably do Marty McFly right now if I wanted to. I mean, not do him. I don't mean it that way. I mean, do his voice. Like,
No, I've already saved that clip.
oh,
We're gonna use
it. You're gonna put that one in your shorts. I want to do Marty McFly. Oh no! But that it's like you got to get a real screechy voice for him because he has in that movie is real screechy. Like, so you're telling me you created a time machine out of a DeLorean? Okay, I need to work on it, but you get the point,
Yeah. Although oddly, scientifically wise, like that was the perfect vehicle to use because it was made of stainless steel. It was one of the only vehicles at the time, and it's why it failed so much as a vehicle was because it was so heavy.
Yeah.
But thinking about a DeLorean, that would have the stainless steel outside would have acted like a Faraday cage, which who knows, it would have taken all that electricity and energy and put it around the vehicle instead of inside, so you would have been safe. It was a very interesting. I don't know where I heard that from. I'm getting too technical with science. I won't do that anymore.
Plus, it's mobile, so you
Right.
can literally move it anywhere.
Roads, where we're going, we don't need roads.
Unlike the telephone booth from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, I mean, I think they got in it and it could move, but it couldn't move from place to place. I mean, it was just like, I don't know how to explain it. You can move back and forth in time and shit, but it just didn't have the same kind of slickness or movement the DeLorean had,
It wasn't as cool.
Yeah.
Even the Doctor Who's police box isn't as cool as the DeLorean.
The DeLorean.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see what good old Phil Fire has to say here. Coat your throat with honey before having a go with that voice. Yeah, I need to do that. See, I make my tea, and then when I make my tea, I gotta make honey. I gotta put honey in my tea, I almost sound like Sadju there for a second, didn't I?
Yeah, it's a slight like Sadju.
Yeah. Oh man, I gotta go pee so bad. But you know what? I gotta tell you something, Keith's dad. I gotta really tell you something.
Tell me.
I like doing the Mandela family videos because they're number one, they're easy to make, and they're just so I know you guys. When I do the videos, I do them out of love. So it's like I just know I come up with some funny shit to say, especially when it comes to you because you're mild. You're just like that mild, chilled, laid back guy who doesn't even hardly get angry about anything. You are excited or scared, really. You're just like, oh, here comes the monster,
Yeah, I actually use that in many of my life. It's I don't get too excited over things. I really don't, because it's just not. I mean, when we're watching our movies and stuff like that, I love doing that and getting excited. But normally on a normal everyday, no, because honestly, in the long run of things, most things don't matter. So I don't really. I don't really get up in arms, especially like politically. I don't really get up in arms about really anything. I stay knowledgeable about it, but for the most part, it doesn't bother me either way.
Michael Buffer. You're thinking of Michael Buffer, guys. He's the one that used to say, hold on, here we go. Oh, let's get ready to rumble.
Perfect.
That guy, yeah. Thank you very much. No, he's still alive. He actually he did a thing on what was it I was watching just the other day? Like he did something. I forget what it was. But yeah, he's been alive for a while. I remember back in the 90s when he was crazy popular. And like he even came out with his own CD. It was like the Let's Get Ready to Rumble song. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
Oh yeah, dude. It was like he did his thing, he did his oh let's get ready to rumble. And then they go do 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 jam do 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 jam do do do. Anyway, basically that's how it went. And what was the name of those CDs? They were like jam something like, and there it was the year, like every year came up with different jams. Like I can't think of the name of it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Now that's what I call music.
Yeah, now that's what I call music. Yeah, that's what it was.
Just took me a second. And they had a whole bunch of different varieties of it at the time.
Yes.
That was back when what was it? The company that gave you was it 10 CDs for a penny? Remember getting that mail?
Oh gosh, I remember that Columbia House.
Yeah, I used to work for that company.
Oh really?
Yeah. The company that ran that promotion. I mean, it was Columbia House, but it was actually run by a separate company, and that's the company I worked for. It was pretty funny.
I am gonna have to find it, but somewhere in my collection, I did this Batman movie. And,
BMG, that's what it was. BMG, yeah.
Oh, BMG, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I believe, let me see. BMG stands for
Big Mother Gummer.
No, it was like the Bertelsmann Group, I believe it was. I think that's what it was called. I think it was called Bertelsmann's Group.
Oh, okay. Seems like it should be like Big Man.
It was also Columbia House, but it was BMG.
I see. Big Man's Guns.
What the heck?
Man. I've got to, but no, seriously, I got this Batman movie though, right? Like I played, and YouTube would probably take it down today, but I played half of that CD. Is like, oh, that CD also had the Mortal Kombat. You remember that?
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Mortal Kombat. Yes. I love that song, dude.
Yeah.
I used to listen to that in the gym. Like, they'd get me pumped up every time. Like, Mortal Kombat. And then they do that part where they go, test your might. Test your might. Test your might. Test your might. Anyway. And then there was that one song that always got people pumped up, especially on the dance floor, especially at the skating rink. And I was always like, how that goes, like, get your booty on the dance floor. Shake your booty. Shake your booty for me. Bum, 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 bum. It seemed like every song in the 90s was just like bum 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 bum.
And then Vanilla Ice ruined it for us all.
Then who?
Vanilla Ice ruined it
Oh
for us
gosh.
all.
Yeah, yeah. Ice, ice, baby.
I remember about 10 years ago when there was a video of him that popped up, and he's much older now, and he apologized to everyone for that song.
Oh man. I remember that was a big deal. Like he was like Sting got pissed off at him. It's like, dude.
Well, it was David Bowie. David Bowie.
David Bowie? I thought it was Sting.
It was David Bowie and who else did it? It was a song because he ripped off Under Pressure.
Yeah, Queen. Freddie Mercury.
Yeah. I think it was Under Pressure. Yeah. So he got sued by them and just paid the money because that song made him tons of money.
Oh, man, how about that song, The Roxbury? Remember that song was like, it was crazy popular in the 90s.
Then you mean Night at the Roxbury's?
Yeah.
Night at the Roxbury's where they do the headbanging.
Yes.
I remember my favorite part in that in the movie Night at the Roxbury, not the skits, was when they go into the elevator and the elevator music is that song. Elevator music.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
Yeah. What is love?
Thank you, Michael Fontaine. That's it. Yes. Sing it, Michael Fontaine. Sing it. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me no more. Oh, wait. No.
I ain't gonna lie, but I pretty much lived my early 20s to that movie.
Oh my gosh. Hey, there's a train coming through. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, train. Woo, woo. Get aboard it and ride. Come and ride that train.
Wow, it's really that loud?
Oh, yeah, it was super loud, dude.
My mic picks up anything. Like,
oh man.
Like I don't even have to have my mic anywhere near me, and it picks it up always just the same. Like, ooh, there it is.
Yeah. I tell you what, man. The 90s was like when I grew up. Like I was a little kid in the 80s, but my teenage years was 90s. I mean, that was my teenage years. So I just I claimed to be an 80s kid, but I was really 80s plus 90s. Like it just totally, you know.
But your teenage years was like early mid 90s.
Yes.
Well, my teenage years was really mid late 90s, which is enough to be quite different.
Oh yeah, just enough, just
enough. Yep. Yeah. Like I'm from the Nirvana, Marilyn Manson kind of time frame, and that's probably a couple of years after you.
Right. Remember when everyone had that theory about Kurt Cobain? I was like, they said Courtney Cox actually killed them.
Oh, Courtney Love. Yeah.
Cox. Why did I say Cox?
Because she was a money grubbing. I don't know what. I don't know.
Yeah, Courtney Love.
You gotta pee.
She always looked like she was on the verge of like asking people for change on the street.
Yeah, we say that, but now after what was it, Suicide Squad came out, everyone wants to look like that.
Yeah.
That's like the look now.
Right? Yeah, that's in now. Well, I guess if you're going to be with a band called Ho, you got to kind of play the part, I guess.
It was with an L.
Oh, well, yeah, but still, I'm just saying. Hey, I watched the, hold on, let me go take you know what? Let's take a quick break, and then I've got a story to tell.
I I have got to go.
Oh man, you became pumpkin. Well, this will be a quick story.
Okay. All right.
And
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna-
Take a break.
but I do have to go to the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
I'll put on the My Pillow skit. Here we go.
Okay.
Hey, Michael Lindell here for My Pillow. And I don't always talk about My Pillow, but when I talk about My Pillow, boy, brother, do I talk about My Pillow. So, you all know my story. I was living out in the streets. I was doing crack. I was doing bad things, and one time the ShamWow guy come up and said, "Yo, Mike, yo, Michael." You know how fast he is. Well, he was strung out on cocaine, always strung out on cocaine. Say, "Yo, Mike, quit doing the crack. Wake up, get religion, and find something more comfortable to sleep on. Because that stupid piece of cardboard that you folded up and put bubble wrap and took some duct tape and put bubble wrap around just isn't doing it, buddy." And I said, "Well, by golly, ShamWow guy, you're correct. It isn't doing it." And then I looked at him and I said, "You know what? You need to make a towel so you can clean up all the wine and puke stains that appear on your pants every morning, so you're not constantly going down to the river and washing all that puke off of your pants." So he came up with the ShamWow towel, and I came up with My Pillow. Wow, I really went on a rant there, didn't I? Well, I said all that to say this. When you are buying a My Pillow product, you're not just buying a pillow. No, sir, indeed. You're buying a piece of America, an American idea for American people, and you're putting Americans to work, and you're putting American foods on American tables, because My Pillow is made right here in the good old U.S. of A. And let me tell you something. When you make a product in the good old US of A, you're making a good quality product, and you are getting people, you're getting them jobs, the workforce is coming together, and our economy is getting better. So this is Michael Lindell for My Pillow, and remember, buy a My Pillow today. And by the way, also, one more thing, fuck China. Thank you.
You know, I love that very ending. I just love it. But yeah, real quickly, and you know, I would just like to thank everybody for showing up here tonight that showed up. You know, you guys, all four of you, you've been like wonderful audience members, and I was hoping we get a lot more, but you know, shit happens, and sometimes people have to go where they have to go. So I even do you know what? There he is. He's the sentient being. Oh no. What are we gonna do with him? Man. You know, I forgot the story I was gonna tell.
What's the story?
Oh my gosh. That is hilarious. Keith's dad, you need to keep up the good work.
You do too. We'll play off each other.
But you know what, man? In all seriousness, though, man, you know, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. You know, we're all going through some hard times nowadays, and you know, this stream and your stream, I love coming on, and it's like all we do really is just hang out and talk. I mean, for the most part, and whatever good information comes out of it is just more like consequential, you know.
Yeah, we definitely support each other in more than just our YouTube channels. You know, it's you know, I had one of us was having a really hard time, and he came to me and he says, you know, I'm so glad you're around, because we help each other out, and And it's nice to hear that because I feel the same way with everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. We all struggle, and sometimes, we do dumb shit. But like my uncle said, he didn't live 66 years and not do any dumb shit in his life. And he said basically, he said you're gonna do dumb shit, and even at your age, you're still gonna do dumb shit. And it's just something that you have to learn from. And once you have that learning experience, hopefully you move on and don't do the same dumb shit and just do different dumb shit,
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah. That was good. That felt good to hear. And hopefully tomorrow when I wake up, I have good results. And hopefully this upcoming week and the next weeks to come, I'll get over that dumb shit and then I'll do more dumb shit.
Ditto.
Know?
Same here. Yeah, if you want to know, I actually suffer from adult nightmares. Not like, something popping out at you, but
right.
You know what I mean? Like you wake up and you're just like, I do not want to dream about that anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I do.
Yeah, like sometimes, man, like I'll dream about like being in jail. Like I'll dream about like literally I got locked up or arrested. I'm in the back of a police car, and then when I wake up, I'm like, oh, man, here I am on my nice, well, it's not a nice couch, but it's my couch, and I like sitting on it, and I'm glad I'm sitting on the couch in my apartment and not behind bars when I wake up.
Like, yes, Pile of Fire, they're reoccurring. I mean, not exactly the same, but the same topic. Yeah, I have reoccurring nightmares.
Yeah.
So I fight it. Like I fight it with, TV is actually, I go to sleep watching TV and I have to watch like a series that kind of interests me. So I fall asleep watching that series so that my mind doesn't. The worst thing I can do is be idle.
Yeah.
Because then your mind starts to go into just bad places. So I stay active.
Well, you know what is the worst thing is like when you're driving and your mind kind of goes idle.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, man, I want to be going faster. Or I want to be doing this. Come on. You want to fucking go 90 miles an hour in this shit. And then you start doing it. And then you're like, okay, I'm going to get pulled over. I better stop. But then, come on, man, there's no one here. You're out in the country. Just do it. Like, no. There's literally a cop like right there. You're going to get caught, you dumb asshole. And then, but you still do it though. It's like, I'm just giving an example. I never actually did this, but I'm just like, I guess when you get to a certain age, you just want to do things, because you're like, it's sort of like a midlife crisis type of thing where you just want to do things. You probably don't understand that yet, but when you're in your 40s and it's just like people say, oh, yeah, that happens when you're in your, well, no, 50s is not midlife. You're not all going to live to be 100. I mean, if we are, then that's pretty cool. But most of the time, go ahead.
I did all my craziness when I hit like my late 20s, early 30s. That was my craziness. Yeah. After that, I just wanted to get old. That was really my goal, was just to get old.
Well, I got to tell you something though. Sometimes when you're having a heart attack, or you think you're having a heart attack, you're not really having a heart attack at all. Your chest is hurting, and you think oh my God, that's the pain. No, most likely if you're having a heart attack, your pain's going to be in your back or your arm or whatever. But anyway, my point is, when you think you're having a heart attack, squeeze your nipple. No, seriously. No, just give your nipple a squeeze, or squeeze that part of your chest, and then go, oh no, that's muscle pain. Okay, so you mark that off, and then
Does it have to be my nipple?
well, yeah, it can't be like some other person's nipple.
Oh, dang.
I mean, you can if you want, but use your own discretion. But no, you just gotta kind of squeeze your It's completely stupid. But no, squeeze your nipple, and then you go you go, man, okay, no, I'm not having a heart attack. That's just muscle pain. And then, like, when you feel yourself having a heart attack, just run around as fast as you can to get your heart beating a lot faster than you think you can push it. And then when you do that and you go, oh, wait, my chest isn't hurting anymore, then it's like, okay, cool, I'm not having a heart attack. So then you know for sure that you're not having a that you're not what? Did you you're not having a heart attack. It's just anxiety, guys. It's just anxiety. Just there he is. Yeah, that's what you must do. Oh man. Oh no. Oh, I went crazy there, didn't I? Oh. I can't believe I even said stuff. But Saji's not here to keep me under control, so I'm just gonna say crazy shit.
I just want to point out that I Googled nipple squeeze, and because that's what I wanted, and a picture of that didn't come up. I got a lot of other pictures that were not so nice, so I had to retype.
I can imagine.
Man, nipple squeeze.
Well, I think we should wrap things up.
Yeah,
and because I think I have to go to the bathroom again, and it's not going to be just taking a pee this time. So,
thank you for giving me something to dream about.
Yeah, there you go. You will have like adult nightmares, as you put it. Yeah. You'll have shitty nightmares. But no. Seriously though, folks, it's been nice having you guys on, and Keith's dad, man, pleasure as usual.
Always.
So yeah, guys, we'll see you on the next Shifty Sunday, and actually we'll see you on Wednesday, I do believe.
Yeah, if you're not doing a Tuesday.
Yeah, hey, let's do a Taco Tuesday.
Sure, why not?
So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and play the oh hell, where is it? The outro. Oh God, what outro should I play? Oh no. Oh boy. This is okay. This is not good, folks. Got an emergency going on here. Okay, there it is. Okay. Okay, good night, everybody. I love each and every one of you, and you have a good night.
Good night.
Well, it's time to say goodbye, folks. Adios. So long. See you next time. Don't forget to watch Shifty Sunday, Taco Tuesday, and Slap Your Butt Saturday. Every week, we have a new live stream headed your way. And of course, I put videos only about every other day on the channel, by the channel. So, remember, folks, snakes don't always bite, but when they do, get a .22 revolver and shoot their ass. Thank you. Have a good night, everyone. Do. Hey, Charlie, what are you doing over there? I'm eating a chili dog. Oh, hell. Do.
I should put an explosion on after that.
You know what I do is I on my ending I add a black space so that
Oh,
I can end it and not come back to this, because it's like, oh, we already said goodbye, but we're still on.
Yeah. Well, usually I time it just right like